Hello learners, I am Parikshit and welcome to another very exciting session on Unacademy CAT-alyst. This month, the month of March, we are running a series of sessions, most important quants and LREI questions from the perspective of your CET exam. We in Unacademy have collated a list of 100 most important concepts and questions for your CET. Questions which have repeated many times in past year CET papers and which are must solve before you actually go and write the paper this year. But as always, the first thing I'm going to tell you, give me 5 seconds to ensure that I'm streaming live before we get started with today's session. Okay, I think we are streaming live and we are good to start. Also on your screen are Unacademy learners who have cracked the CAT with flying colors. So we have 100 percentiler in LRDI in CAT 2020 and a lot of 99.8, 99.9 percentilers. We also have the iconic CAT 2021 subscription. A lot of features, including all features of Plus, are there. So if you wish to subscribe, use the code Parikshit Live to get a 10% off on Unacademy. Okay. Also, a lot of new batches are starting on Unacademy, right? So we have a batch which started on the 1st of March, a late night batch for CAT 2021. Then another final lab revision batch for CMAT 2021 and a weekday evening batch for CAT 2021. So I must tell you that there is a price hike coming soon. Like all good things, prices increase, right? So prices are increasing. Last few days to get Unacademy subscription at the current rates using the code Parikshit Live to even get a 10% discount. So you'll get 10% discount on the subscription fee last few days. And also in Unacademy now there are more amazing features. Ask a doubt. Anytime you have a doubt on Unacademy, just click the photo of the picture, send it across, and some expert from Unacademy will give you the solution within a few minutes. And last, the weekly schedule test, scholarship test, right? Definitely enroll for it. It's free for everyone. Let's get started with today's questions. Okay, let's take up the first question from a previous year CET paper. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, this is from a previous CET paper. Very interesting question. In a building, there are 13 flats on 3 floors. 2, 3 and 4. So flat number 2, 3 and 4. So let's write it down. Flat 2, flat 3, flat floor and floor 4. Right? 3 managers. So who are there? There are 3 managers, 2 teachers, 2 lawyers and 1 doctor occupy the flats. There are at least 3 flats on any floor and not more than 6 flats on any floor. So can I say you have a minimum of 3 and a maximum of 6 flats per floor. Maximum of 6. Right? Okay. Next. No 2 persons of the same profession stay on the same floor. Okay. So you know what? No 2 people of the same profession stay on the same floor. So I think it gives you a very nice clue. You know what? There are 3 floors. There are 3 floors and no 2 people belonging to the same profession stay on the same floor. So can I say, think about it logically, there are 3 managers. There are 3 managers. So if no 2 people of the same profession stay on the same floor, it means one manager will stay on each of the floors. One manager will stay on each of the floors. Correct? Remember, no 2 people belonging to the same profession stay on the same floor. So there is one manager on every floor. Correct? On the second floor, out of 4 flats. Okay, so second floor has got 4 flats. 1, 2, 3 and 4. One occupant is the lawyer. Okay, let's put the lawyer out here. And he has only one neighbor. Because he had just one neighbor, can I say there are only 2 people staying on the second floor and the remaining 2 flats must be vacant. Why? There is just one neighbor. Meaning there must be just 2 people on the second floor. So the remaining 2 flats must be vacant. Correct? So now I think it makes our life easy. One teacher lives one floor below the other teacher. Perfect. So you've got two teachers and they live on different floors. So teacher, teacher. Correct. Next, the doctor is not the neighbor of any of the lawyers. Okay, we'll keep that in mind. And no flat is unoccupied on the third floor. If no flat is unoccupied on the third floor, it means, remember what is there. Remember, there can be either 3 flats or 4 flats. Let's say there are 4 flats on the third floor. Right? Manager and teacher already done. We have already put that. Right? Two human beings belonging to the same profession cannot stay on the same floor. It means two lawyers cannot be there. So max to max on the third floor, there can be one lawyer and one doctor. One lawyer and one doctor. Correct? So you might want to put like this, lawyer and a doctor. But think about it. There is a line, the second last line, which says the doctor is not the neighbor of any of the lawyers. The doctor is not the neighbor of any of the lawyers. It means the doctor and the lawyer both cannot be there. Both cannot be there. Can you see this? So obviously doctor and lawyer both cannot be there. So it means out of the two, only one will be there. Only one will be there, right? Both cannot be there because the doctor is not with any lawyer. So I will have one space. So either the lawyer or the doctor. One of them. Depending on what is there. If the lawyer is here on the third floor, then doctor will be on the fourth floor. If doctor is on the third floor, lawyer will be on the fourth floor. Right? And remember, there are 5 flats which are unoccupied. 5 flats which are unoccupied. Right? So floor 2, it's fixed. Question says there are only 4 flats. Floor 3, question says there are no unoccupied flats. Meaning the remaining unoccupied flats must be on the topmost floor. Must be on the topmost floor. So you already had 2 unoccupied flats on floor 2. So the remaining 3 must be at floor 4. Got it? Got it? Any doubt in this? Any doubt in this? Got this, right? So I think it's a very easy one. It's a very easy one. You can easily answer all the 3 questions. Remember in the CET, when this had come, there were 5 questions. There were 5 questions. I have written only 3 of them, but there were 5 in your exam. So let's look at the questions. How many flats are there on the third floor? So the third floor has got 3 flats. Answer option D. What is the combination of occupants on the second floor? A manager and a lawyer. So answer option A. Who among the following is the neighbor of the other lawyer? So remember, one neighbor of the lawyer is a manager and the other one is a teacher. So depending on whether he is on the third floor or the fourth floor, the neighbor is the same. It's a teacher. So you either have the teacher as a neighbor of the lawyer or you have the manager as the neighbor. So teacher and manager. So answer is both manager and teacher. Both manager and teacher. Got it? Beautiful question. If you can answer it, you will get 5 marks. This is from CET 2015 paper. CET 2015 paper. Let's go to the next set. Let's go to the next set. Okay. The next set is on your screen and there are 3 questions underneath it. There are 3 questions underneath it. Okay. 1, 2, and this is question number 3. Okay. Let's have a look. 7 offices in an office building are to be painted. The offices, so this is the question, okay? This is the set, okay? 7 offices in an office building are to be painted. The offices which are on one side of a hallway are numbered consecutively. 1 to 7 from the front of the building to the back. This is again from a previous year CET paper. So let's have a look. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so 7 offices in consecutive order. Each office is to be painted one color only according to the following conditions. 2 offices must be white. So let's write down. White, how many colors? 2 colors, right? White is 2 colors. Next, 2 offices must be painted blue. So blue is again 2 colors. Next, 2 offices must be painted green and 1 must be painted yellow. So 2 green and 1 yellow. Correct? Next, two offices painted green must be next to each other. So let's write down green offices must be next to each other, meaning they are together, Next, two offices painted blue cannot be next to each other. So whatever are colored blue, they cannot be next to each other. I'm just going to put some symbols. So blue are not next to each other. So I'll cross it out. Right? Next, the office painted yellow cannot be next to an office painted white. So yellow and white cannot be together. So I'll again put a cross mark. Office 3 must be painted white. So this is white color. Correct? Now someone might be thinking, why did I take so much of time to note down the data? Remember, the CET is all about speed. You cannot be reading the question again and again. So whenever you read something, please make sure that you note down the data so that you don't have to reread the question again. Okay? Now, I think we are all set for the questions. Every data has been noted down. I don't have to go back to the puzzle again. Everything is there in front of me. Let's get to the questions. Okay. Number one. If office 4 is painted white. Okay. So, remember this is the office 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Office 4 is painted white. So, this is white. Right? And an office that is painted green is next to an office that is painted white. Green is next to an office that is painted white. Okay. And you remember both the green colors are together. It is next to white. So how will it, there are two possibilities. Green can be on the left side of white or on the right side of white. Two possibilities. So let's draw both the possibilities. So green on the left hand side of white. That's one possibility. Or the other possibility could be green on the right side of white, like this, right? So two possibilities. Okay. Now for these two possibilities, let's draw it. Remember what else is there? Next is white cannot come next to yellow. So yellow and white cannot be together. And you know what? Yellow, there is only one yellow and it cannot be next to a white. Meaning for the scenario 1, let me use a different color. For scenario 1, can I say yellow has to be here? Why here? Because it cannot be next to white. And remember, the two blues cannot be together. So yellow definitely has to be in the middle. Right? And in scenario 2, remember, yellow cannot be next to white. So there are only two possibilities. Yellow has to be here or at number 7. But think about it. If you put at yellow at number 7 in scenario 2, what will happen? The two blues will come together. Which is not allowed. So yellow cannot be at 7, so that you have space for blue. Now you know you have to have two blues and they cannot be together. So it's blue can be at 5 and at position 7, or in alternative 2, it can be at 2 or at position 7. Right? Then which of the following must be true? In both the alternatives, only one thing is same. What is same? In both the scenarios, you know what? This is same. Blue has to be at number 7. Right? So office 7 must be painted blue. That's correct. Right? Others are not correct. Office 6 must be painted white. Must. No. Office 6 can be yellow or green. Office 6 must be painted blue. Even that's false. Office 1 must be painted yellow. Must. No, not necessarily. It might be painted green or yellow. So even D is wrong. And none of this. No, option A is correct. Got it? Any doubt in this? Did you all get it? Very, very interesting question. This is from a previous year CET paper. Let's look at question number 2. Okay. So whatever data I took from the previous question, I'm going to rub it off. Because you cannot carry over data from one question to the next. From one question to the next, you cannot carry over data, so you need to rub it off. Okay. Okay. So this is something which is given. Office 3 must be painted white. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Let's start. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Question number 2. If office 5 is painted white, office 5, okay, so 5 is painted white, which of the following must be true? Which of the following must be true? Okay. Now think about it. First, you know what? Next to white, yellow cannot be there. Yellow cannot be next to white. So can I say yellow cannot be at position 2 white? It cannot be next to white. Similarly, yellow cannot be at position 4. Why? It cannot be next to white. Similarly, yellow cannot be at position 6. Why? Because it cannot be next to white. Cannot be next to white. So it means there are two possibilities. There are two possibilities. Yellow is either at number 1 or at number 7. Or at number 7. There are two possibilities. Will you agree? There are two possibilities. Yellow is either at number 1 or at number 7. Next. The two greens got to be together. The two greens got to be together. So in scenario 1, the two greens, two empty spaces, only possibility is they can be at number 6 and they can be at number 7. Remember? So you have a white out. Right? So 6 and 7. That is an alternative 1. In alternative 2, the two greens, remember they got to be together. So they can be at number 1 or at number 2. Correct? And you are done. The two blues cannot be together. The two blues cannot be together. Absolutely fine. So in scenario 1, blue can be at number 2 and at number 4. And in scenario 2, blue can be at number 4 and at number 6. And you are done. And you are done. Right? So let's look at the question. If office 5 is painted white, which of the following must be true? Must. Must means always. Office 4 is painted blue. Perfect. Can you see this? Office 4 is painted blue in both the scenarios. Hence, A is your answer. Just for completion, let's look at the other options. Office 2 is painted yellow. That's completely false. It is painted blue or green. So B is incorrect. C. Office 4 is painted yellow. Even that is incorrect. Office 1 is painted blue. Even that is incorrect. None of these. That's not the answer. Answer is option A. Option A. Got it? So again from the CET 2015 series. Very, very interesting question. Let's look at number 3. Let's look at number 3. Okay, number 3. Okay, let's go back again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The last line told me office 3 is painted white. So this is something that is given to you. So office 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 and 7. Correct? Let's start with number 3. The third question. Which of the following conditions, when combined with the original conditions, has the consequence of completely determining the color that each office is painted? So basically, they are asking you which of the given options, if you use, you can fill up the entire puzzle. You can fill up the entire puzzle completely, getting only one answer. Getting only one answer, right? So let's look at it. Number 1, office 6 must be painted blue. 6 must be painted blue. Okay. If 6 is painted blue, what about the green? What about the green? There are two possibilities. Green got to be together. So green, it can be like this. Or in scenario 2, you have got green and green. It can be out here. Right? Next. What they say? Next they say yellow cannot be next to white. Yellow cannot be next to white. So if yellow cannot be next to white, remember the only possibility for yellow is at number 5, is at number 5 or at number 7. Or here also it can be at number 1 or at number 7. So moment you realize this, you know what? You are not getting one answer. You are getting multiple answers. Option A cannot be your answer. Option A cannot be your answer. Don't waste your time. A cannot be your answer because there are multiple scenarios possible. It is not giving you one answer. So this is not possible. This cannot be my answer. Okay. Now let's look at option 2. Remember, you got to get one answer. Office 6 must be painted white. Let's check. 6 is painted white. Okay. In that scenario, in this scenario, again you have got two possibilities. Remember, there are two greens and both the greens have to be together. So it can be 1 and 2, okay? Or the other possibility is it can be 4 and 5. It can be 4 and 5. Correct? Next, remember, yellow cannot be next to white. Yellow cannot be next to white. So in scenario 1, yellow cannot be at number 4. Why? Because in that case, it will be next to white, which is at number 3. Similarly, yellow cannot be at number 5. Why? In that case, it will be next to white, which is at number 6. Similarly, yellow cannot be at number 7. Why? Because it will be next to white, which is at number 6. Oh, it means for scenario 1, we do not have a position to keep yellow. Why? Anywhere you keep yellow, you know what? It will be next to a white. It will be next to a white. It simply tells you scenario 1 is not possible. Is not possible. It means only scenario 2 is possible. And you know what? Yellow cannot be next to white. So it means it cannot be at number 7 because there is a white at number 6. It cannot be at number 2 because there is a white at number 3. Definitely yellow has to be at 1. Position 1. That means there are only 2 positions remaining and only 2 blues. Perfect. You got it. You got it. This is what you are looking at. Remember, you are looking at the entire solution with one of the options. Option B gave you just that. Using option B, you can fill up the entire puzzle. And that's what the question was asking you. Answer is option B. Got it? That's it. That's it. I think it's an easy one, not difficult. Again, in the CET, there were 5 questions for this. I have given you only 3 because now you know it. Once you understand, you can solve the remaining 2 as well, right? So when it came in the CET, there were 5 questions. So please make sure that you practice well. CET is all about timing. And in an LR set, the beauty is if you're able to solve the set, you get 5 questions correct. 5, which is a lot. 5 marks, right? Okay, I think that's it for today. Thank you so much. I hope you enjoyed the session. In case you have, please hit the like button and please make sure that you practice the questions once again after the class so that you become comfortable with it. Okay. Okay then. Thank you and I'll see you tomorrow morning at 10:30 a.m. Remember, my YouTube sessions are live every morning 10:30 a.m. I'm going to see you tomorrow morning 10:30 a.m. Till then, bye and take care. Bye for now.